So in this video, you find me standing in a field, fiddling with clocks, the trip meter works, ripping off the Holy Grail. Oh, get my breath back. Confucius once said, "A man with many projects that he cannot finish needs to buy another project." So I've done just that, and it's over there. Let's go and have a look. Here it is. Bit of a rarey. I didn't know about them. It's a BSA, one I've never heard of, tracker 125/6. 6 for 6 speed, 125 obviously, size of the engine. They also made a 175/6, which might start giving you a clue of what its mechanical parts are. And some of you might recognise it more as the NVT, Norton Villiers Triumph Rambler, which originally had an Italian engine, and then I think they did towards the end go over to what this is, which is a Yamaha engine. Frame is British built, British designed. As I said, engine was sourced from Yamaha. There was a bit of a tie-up between Norton Villiers Triumph just before they went under and BSA. They went under, and this is a phoenix from the flames trying to get the name BSA back up and running again. So they sort of sourced from Yamaha, you know, a reliable 125, 175 two-stroke. I think originally it was the 175, but then the learner laws changed and sort of killed 175 road bikes sort of dead in the water. So they also had the 125 option. Very rare. I hadn't seen one until this popped up on Facebook, and then I started looking into it, and it's sort of, I'd say 90% complete, loosely assembled for mugs like me to get excited and purchase it. But the good news is, although some of the cycle parts might be difficult to get, most of them are there. But the engine and gearbox, because it's Yamaha, I mean, I had a little look for parts. I can get bottom end rebuild kits, new pistons, barrels, you know, it's not a problem. So for this one, engine's not a problem. The cycle parts are Italian sourced, the majority of them. I think the wheels, the hubs, Marzocchi, front forks, CEV, clocks, lights, which you can see it's missing, indicators are missing, headlights there, but sourcing has been started already. So what I'll do is I'll take you around closer and show what we've got and what we haven't got and what needs doing. Pretty much everything as usual. So let's have a look. So let's start at the top and work our way down. So a nice set of motocross style handlebars, got all our switch gear on here, all seems to be functioning. I'm not sure whether this is Yamaha or Italian, not quite sure. Anyway, throttle cable we've got, missing front brake cable, missing clutch cable, got the clocks, the trip meter works, so that's sort of promising, only showing 5,600 miles. Rev counter, ignition key and 2 keys, so that's a bonus. Marzocchi forks on the front, they're all complete. This one's not too bad. This one's badly pitted up the top, which isn't too much of an issue, but unfortunately there's a pit down here which will probably interfere with the fork seal. So that will be something we need to look at, either try and find another pair of stanchions for it, need to take them apart and measure them, because they are, you know, Marzocchi fork stanchions are available because they were used on so many different bikes. If not, we'll have to send them away for re-chroming to, they changed their name, they were called Pepper Pot, but they're still going. still doing forks, and they do a good job. So if we can't get new ones, we'll send them away to get them done. And then on the front end, front wheel's all right, spindle, yeah, somebody's been on there with the vice grips by the look of it. Looks like an 8-inch front brake, and if anybody recognises the front drum, I'm going to say Italian, just because front and back it's got these fake air scoops in where they've got the slots for the air to go in, but they're just in the casting, so they're for form rather than function. It's got its lever on it, it's got its shoes in it, which is good. I didn't think they were in there. Missing a spacer here. I think I have got a spacer in the little tin of bits that come with it, but that's not too much of an issue. We are missing, as I said, speedo cable's missing, so we don't know how accurate the mileage is. Well, that's another thing to look at. And then moving down, nice petrol tank, a bit of a cut into it, and this nice saddle with this unusual front piece that comes up and over the tank. And if we have a look underneath, you'll see your 2-stroke oil tank there, some of the wiring loom, and the electric panel there behind the side panels. This is the monoshock rear shock absorber, so you just got a single shock to the swing arm rather than one on each side, as the older traditional bikes had. And the seat's not too bad, but it has got a split in it on each side, which is unfortunate, because I'm not sure whether we could get a cover to fit this or not. Maybe a longer one off of a bigger Italian bike, maybe, because I should imagine this is an Italian seat. But there's no maker's name on it, so to give us a clue. But luckily it's got both its side panels and they're both attached, which is a good sign. It has been stickered and sprayed a few times. This is actually a blue one. They came in 3 colours, I think. They came in red, white or blue. So looks like this has had another side panel added at some time, and then the stickers of the era: foot down, arse out, pulled over, band up, Revs magazine. Okay, and then looking at the engine, that's all complete, not disassembled. We have got reasonable compression actually, which is good. So hopefully the mileage is right, but somebody has been in it, so that needs investigating. Yeah, somebody's been tacking the end of the kickstart shaft with an angle grinder for some reason. But the other thing that it's got, which is rare, is the exhaust. That's what I just noticed there. I thought they were broken, but I think they're meant to be like that to give clearance to the rev counter drive there. And then it's got this item, which is another, if it hasn't got this, these are almost impossible to find. This rear exhaust, they were made for the NVT Rambler, and then BSA, when they made them, they used the same exhaust, same manufacturer. They did vary it slightly. The Rambler exhaust came out at the end here, but BSA blocked the end and put 2 holes in the side, because as of 2-strokes of that era, it tended to cake the mudguard in oil, soot and all that kind of thing, so they changed it to a side exit. And then the rear brake pedal is there. I don't think this shock cord is the original spring for it, but it does work. It's missing its brake rod, but we have got the rear brake. I have got the brake lever for it. Brake adjusters are on, and on this side we've got the chain guiders there. Luckily, chain and sprockets are on there. Actually a reasonable chain by the look of it. Gear change is all there. Sounds like it selects okay. And this side of the engine is all good. All the fins are there, but it looks like somebody's put on a new carburettor, unless that is the original one and that is the mileage we're looking at, and it's just sort of stayed very clean. And again here, blue side panels. So I think maybe somebody was trying to sort of build it back up again. And we did find in the in between the side panels a de rigueur for 1980s off-roady bike, the old K&N style cone filter for it. So the only thing missing really of great importance is on the back there was a little luggage rack. It was mounted here, came up and over, and then had a lower frame that sort of mounted across here, I think, to hold the seat on, and then a loop that comes back and round here to assist in keeping the rear light and number plate assembly all up together. It must have been quite a sort of rattly thing, because you had the frame at the top here, and then the bottom of the number plate light bracket bolted to the back of the plastic mudguard and sort of hung down here. But this is the original mudguard. I have a mudguard for the front, but I'm not sure if it's the original one, and they were a bit strange. The front one cuts off straight like this, sort of sticking out the front. Looks a bit odd. So we may, because these are Marzocchi forks and clamps, it's got the 4 holes for your standard sort of motocross style front mudguard. So I'll try and get one, white one, of, you know, that era of the 1980s to go on it. New tyre on the back, reasonable tyre on the front. So yeah, not a bad looking bike. So there you go, there's the latest, bloody horseflies. So there you go, there's the latest project for Tweed's garage. Yeah, I know I said I had no room, but you know, you can always find room for a good looking motorcycle, and I think this is going to be a nice little project. I've started already looking for parts. I don't think we'll ever have any chance of finding the frame. I'm going to fabricate a frame. That won't be too difficult to do. The rear light, ordered one already, discovered that's a CEV unit, and it was used on Levadas, Motomarinis and bikes like that. So I've got one of them coming from Italy. I've got a set of indicators, the correct style ones, the round ones. They've been ordered, and because it's a Yamaha engine, the parts aren't any trouble at all. I can get a complete bottom end rebuild kit for, well, compared to what I've been working on, sort of pocket money really. So I think the plan is we're not even going to attempt to try and start it, although we've got compression. Somebody's been in there, so I want to go and have a look, see what's gone on inside. But I think it would be a case of we'll take the engine out, strip the frame down, because it's sort of been rusty and repainted, so give the frame a good clean and a repaint. I think the tank, I think it'll come up with a bit of a T-cut and a polish. We'll bring that up. Probably have to repaint the side panels, and got an idea of stickers to go back on it, because originally the stickers, the BSA was just sort of red lettering on the tank, and then it looked like somebody got a red Letraset of the time, and then down here it had tracker in red letters 125/6. You know, looked like somebody had sort of used a Letraset and a couple of little thin red pinstripes. So I think we can make it look a little bit nicer, but keep the same colour scheme, white. Clean this, sort this rear mudguard out, sort the side panels out. New motocross style, but of the era, mudguard for the front, and put it all back together job done. Yeah. What could be more difficult? Well, we'll find out in another episode. All right. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the outside. I didn't like the horse flies. Give us a like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio. Right, Jenkins, you got me picnic. Jenkins, oi, get your hands off my gala pie. Hang on. Car. A man with many projects that he cannot finish needs to buy another project. So I've done just that. Done just that. That's even worse.